Hands down, I was always taught to give respect where respect due. Poppy Screw is always doing the best that he could do, and it's always fuego. And the way that we came up with the sandwich, we used to work for some corporation. Not gonna name it. No free clout here, sir. It was probably one of the weirdest sandwiches, I'd say, at first, because when I first mentioned honey, people looked at me like, "You good? Like honey?" And then when they tried it,
almost empty. Gotta get it right, buddy.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my boy Panchito Bricante from Flushing. Shout out to you, my boy. Good looking, man. But here we go. Starting off with one large potato, Idaho version, right? Peeled. And get a cheese grater, people. I tell y'all all the time, man. So it's gonna improve your life if you don't have one. So to a regular cold bowl of water, we add what we've grated from our potatoes. And this process we just gonna use to get the starch out. If you don't want your hash browns to come out gummy, you'll make sure that you wash the starch out, because the process that we're about to use is gonna make them come out gummy if you don't. So please follow the process, people. Now, once you've removed a decent amount of starch from out these potatoes, you just take them, put them in a sieve, and let as much water come out of them as possible, right? You want these as dry as you could possibly get. Now, to a medium-high pan, we added some vegetable oil, either corn oil or regular old vegetable oil, right? Then we go in with 2 tablespoons of butter, right? We're gonna let that sit in the pan, marry together. Then we're gonna add in our potato. Now, as you begin to add in your potato, make sure that these are dry, because if you don't, water and oil do not mix very well. So you'll see the results of that if you don't make sure that these are dry as possible. But when they are dry, you take them, you sit them in a pan, and you make sure that they're even, right? Just pat it down, spread it out evenly, and then you can put the lid on it. 5 minutes on one side, 5 minutes on the other side, and they come out perfect every single time, I guarantee you. Now, there's no pork in this house, so we're going with 2 strips of beef bacon, right? Arguably the best bacon on the planet. Don't at me. Now, generally, this is the color and texture of bacon that I normally go for. So if you like to let it go a little bit longer, you can do so. If you like to let it go a little bit shorter, wouldn't recommend it, but you can also do that too. Now, to that same exact pan that we've rendered the fat from the beef bacon, we just take 1 chicken breast that we season with smoked paprika, a little bit of salt, and that's it. Right, we take that in the pan, 6 minutes on one side, 5 on the other. Watch the flip. Pangata. Now, to a separate pan, we add just a little bit more oil, and we add 3, or depending on how much you want, but I added 3 large beaten eggs. No salt, no garlic powder, no anything, just straight eggs into the oil. You're not gonna flip these or anything. Just let them cook about 3 minutes on one side, and it's always gonna be one side, so 3 minutes before we add a little seasoning and cheese, and then like another 3 more minutes afterwards. Now, to a griddle, we just add a little bit of oil for our tortilla just to warm it through, to have it pliable so that we can start wrapping this thing. One thing I did not notice about this is that it was a vegan tortilla and it's very flimsy, but it worked out anyway. So as we begin to build our burrito, we add a portion of our eggs that we cooked off, portion of our hash browns, as you can see. Right, we have add as much bacon as you choose. You can leave it whole or you can crush it up like bacon bits. Then we add another section of our chicken breast. Now to this, we begin to add our pickled red onion and pickled jalapeno. You can click the card in the top right hand corner of the video for a link to redirect you on how to make those as well. So please hit that link when you have a chance, people. Now the game changer element to this is the honey, man. These flavors go so well together you would never imagine, right? You have the sweet, you have the heat, the salt, the acid, amongst a few other flavors, bro. Like, this thing hit different for real, man. I would really highly advise y'all to try this out. Now here we wrap our flimsy burrito, right? So all you do, you tuck your corners, right? And then, just basically follow it all the way down. Make sure everything is tucked in there as tight as possible. And then, roll it, man. Just try to make sure you don't buy a vegan burrito wrap. You know what I mean? And you off and racing, man. But I made it work. So here we have it, people. This is the Los Burrito, my boy Panchito Brigante from Flushing. Catch y'all next time, man. Peace.
Wait! There's more!
Shout out to everybody that really thought I was gonna leave y'all like that, man. Everybody that left already, shout out to them. Shout out to y'all that stayed, man. So here we go back again with the griddle. Just take your favorite cheese, a good melty cheese. This one is Monterey Jack. And then you want to spread it about lengthwise and widthwise of the burrito. And let that heat up on the griddle. Just let that melt down for less than a minute. Now what you want to do is make sure you pay attention to the edge of this cheese, right? Whatever color the edge is what's going to be the outside, right? So you want to make sure you place your burrito seam side down on top of this cheese and let that warm through for about another few seconds or so. I say 30. And then you take your spatula, get up everything off the bottom, and then prepare to do a somersault. And let's see how this turns out. Oh yeah, that's valid, man. Super duper. There we have it, folks. This is the end result. Thank y'all for sticking around, tapping in with me every time I upload. For those who haven't, please make sure you drop a like, a share, and a subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate each and every last one of y'all, man. Until next time, bless.